Hello, I'm Joey, and this is Game of Authors, and I'm just going to do a quick little library haul that I had for today. I brought home some books and DVDs, and it's all Christmas stuff. And so for the past 4 or 5 years, during the month of December, I read almost exclusively Christmas books, and I watch a lot of Christmas movies. And so anyhow, I picked up some things here today that I just wanted to show you, and we'll go from there. Uh, so I picked up 3 books. One book that I picked up is this one. It's called Meet Me in St. Louis, and it's all about the making of that movie. I was looking for the actual movie because this is one I discovered a couple Christmases ago, and I wanted to watch it this year, but I couldn't find it on DVR on DirecTV, and so I tried to get it at the library, but it was checked out. But I saw this book, and so I went to pick that up, and it's a neat book. I think it's all about the making of the movie. It's got color photos inside here. And then I saw in the back here, this is put out by the British Film Institute, and they have a listing of other movies that they have books about. So like Citizen Kane and Double Indemnity and The Big Heat, so just a lot of classic movies, that Singing in the Rain, that they've made books about. So just a short little book. I'm looking forward to reading that. And the second book I got is called The Christmas Scrapbook by Philip Gulley. And Philip Gulley is an Indiana writer, and as I've mentioned, I like to read books by writers from the state of Indiana, but Philip Gulley is one that I have never read before. He's a Quaker minister from here in the central Indiana area. And so anyhow, a little Christmas book there. So I don't know if I'll like that or not, but I picked that one up. And the third book that I picked up is Shepherd's Abiding by Jan Karon. And I know Jane Karon's very popular. My sister is a huge fan of her books, the Mitford series. I have read one book by her before, which was also a Christmas book I read a few years ago called The Mitford Snowmen. But that was just a short book. So I'm going to read this one. This is part of her Mitford series, and if I like it, I may dive into a few more of her books. So those are the 3 Christmas books I picked up. And then I also picked up some DVDs here. So from the library, one of the ones I got is Scrooge, 1970 musical with Albert Finney. One I've watched several times before, but again, I couldn't find that it was going to be on this year, so I went and got it at the library because I really want to watch that. I like to watch that one every year. It has a lot of great songs in this one. So I got that. I picked up Christmas in Connecticut with Barbara Stanwyck. This is another one I've seen a couple times before, and I just happened to see that one there, so I picked that up. And my wife and I like to watch this one together. So it's a classic, humorous comedy, probably from the 50s, I would say, maybe 40s. I'm not sure, but it's a good funny one. And I picked up. This is a book I just finished reading, The Man Who Invented Christmas, which is a biography of Charles Dickens and the story of him writing A Christmas Carol. I just finished the book a few days ago, really liked it, and so I have not watched this movie yet, so I'm excited to watch this one with my wife as well. And maybe some of my kids will probably watch this with me as well. Here's one I've seen many times, but I went ahead and picked it up. This is the Andy Griffith Show Christmas special. The Andy Griffith Show only did one Christmas episode in the 8 years that it was on, and it was during the first season. I wasn't going to pick this up because I already have the DVD, but this one is actually colorized, which I thought was interesting. I've never seen this one in color, so I'm looking forward to watching that one as well. Let's see here. Okay, here's one. I was looking for the Flintstones Christmas Carol, which I have not watched for several years now because they don't really seem to show that one on TV anymore. But I used to watch that one growing up, and so I looked it up, and this is a Hanna-Barbera triple feature. It's got the Flintstones Christmas Carol, which was the one I really wanted. It also has Yogi Bear's All-Star Comedy Christmas Caper and the Smurfs Holiday Celebration. So I think these are all 3 ones that I used to watch in the 80s when I was a kid. But I like the Flintstones Christmas Carol, so I picked that one up. And then the next two are old TV shows. I grew up watching, reruns of Happy Days and Laverne and Shirley, and in the 80s we were watching reruns of shows from the 60s and 70s. So this one is called Christmas Treats, and it's got Christmas episodes of Petticoat Junction, Mork and Mindy, Happy Days, Laverne and Shirley. Let's see here. The Odd Couple, Cheers, Love American Style, and The Lucy Show, and The Beverly Hillbillies. I may have already mentioned that. So I like watching these old Christmas episodes of some of these old TV shows. Just brings back good memories. So that's one I got there. And then the last Christmas DVD I picked up is Christmas with Carol. And these are Christmas sketches from the Carol Burnett Show. Earlier this year I read her memoir, which I think was called In Good Company. And it's her memoir about the years of making the Carol Burnett Show. Not so much her life as much as specifically the time she was on the Carol Burnett Show. And really enjoyed that, and went back and started watching some of those old sketches on YouTube, and really had forgotten how funny that show was, and Tim Conway especially, but Harvey Korman, Carol Burnett, Vicki Lawrence, just all of the ones. And so anyhow, I ran across this when I was at the library, and I thought I'd pick that one up too. So just a quick little library haul there. So 3 books and several DVDs, all Christmas themed. I've been reading a lot of Christmas books, and hopefully maybe tomorrow I might do a Friday Reads and talk about some of the books I've been reading. So anyhow, I love the season, and those are just some of the books that I picked up to read and movies to watch. And hope you all are having a very Merry Christmas season, and I'll talk to you later. Thanks.